My name is Walter Park, and my family, the Park family in Pine Island, Minnesota, is Megan, Dylan, and Walt. The name of our company is Piece by Piece MN. Well, we like that when you build Lego, you often get a sense of peace and calming associated with it, particularly with adults. And obviously there's lots of pieces, so that's where we came up with Piece by Piece. Our motto is relax, reimagine, and rebuild. We have a Lego-addicted teenager who really has a passion for Lego, and he was interested in maybe doing something where he could make a little bit of money on the side. And our family decided to get behind it, and so we started buying Lego sets, inventorying them. We go through all the parts of all the sets that we purchase and that we plan to sell, and we make sure that all the pieces are there, and if they're not, we order the pieces to complete the sets. So all the sets that we sell we expect to be complete sets. We have a lot of really neat sets here, particularly older themes, some all the way back to the 1970s. And some of the neatest ones have lights and sounds and magnets, and those are things that most people don't think of being associated with Lego. But they're different features throughout the years that they have tried and had in different themes. So some of my favorite sets are those sets that have kind of complex engineering like lights and sounds and magnets. Lego in the 1970s or so is probably the earliest sets that we have, and they were basic sets. And then they became Lego system sets, and then they ended up on Lego with just a plain Lego name that they have today. A lot of the sets from the early 70s and 80s are really tough to find. There's castle theme sets that are sort of unique, and their parts to find are really hard for us to kind of find. So if we buy a set that is missing a few pieces, we have to really struggle to try to find, say, the manuals or stickered pieces, or small pieces that were easily lost and that were unique to those sets. So whenever the pieces are unique at the time that they're built or the time that they're made, it can often be really difficult to find those pieces to sell, so that we can complete the sets to sell them. We have a couple of really popular themes that most people would expect, things like Star Wars, Minecraft, those kinds of sets. But I think our most popular theme at the moment is actually Harry Potter. Harry Potter started in when the original movies came out, and they've gone through several different versions and editions of various sets. Like Hogwarts, the castle has started out really small, and now it's getting very complicated and very common. But it's a really popular theme that a lot of people seem to have a passion for, and they like to buy. The second, I would say, most common is Star Wars. It's very popular as well. Started in the early 2000s, and they're obviously still making lots of Star Wars Lego sets today. So right now we're at a place called Yo-Yo Yummies in Pine Island. It's an Asian cuisine restaurant. It's a fantastic family-owned business. They're multi-generational. They do a great job, have really good food, and they've been very gracious hosts to our event. So we've had our event has been open since 11 o'clock this morning, and we've had a great turnout. Lots of people eating great food and sharing their passion for Lego.
Any last thoughts you want to leave us with Lego?
I don't think so. I think the great part about Lego is that it is for children and adults of all ages. We have had customers today that were 4 or 5 years old, all the way up to much older than that, and they all share the common link of clicking together a couple of bricks to be able to build things, whether it's simple or really complicated. And that's what's great about Lego.
All right, so my name is Dylan, and I am one of the very few employees of Piece by Piece. And I'm kind of the expertise of the group. I'm a Lego addict, so I really enjoy all that stuff, and so I'm kind of the brains of the outfit, if you want to say.
Where are you right now?
Well, right now I'm in Yo-Yo Yummy, setting up in this wonderful booth that you can see behind us. And yeah, the goal is it's kind of a show. We usually do just short shows like this, one day. Sometimes it's a full weekend, but just kind of impromptu stuff like that. So yeah, that's really all that we set up at.
When did you start doing Lego?
I started personally doing Legos when I was about 4 years old. I got some Legos from my aunt, and they got me hooked. And for the rest of my life, that's been my addiction. So, yeah, and in terms of the business, we've been going for about a year and a half now.
What's your favorite part about the business?
I really like the completing part of it because as a kid, my parents would always buy me sets that would be, people would say they're complete and then they would never be, and then I'd get home and try to build it and it wouldn't be complete and it would make me very upset. So it's just nice to know that the stuff that we're selling is going to go make kids happy and that there's not going to be any concern from a parent or kid perspective that there'll be a problem with them.
What's your favorite theme that you've come across?
It's a really hard question. I really like the old Aquanauts and Aquarators themes. They have really bright colors, lots of weird kind of pieces. It's just a really neat theme, and I think that's probably my favorite that we've come across so far.
What is the theme that's been most popular that you've been surprised by?
I've been really surprised how popular Indiana Jones is. It's a weird theme. They didn't make a whole lot of them. We've had quite a few of them by this point, and they always are really popular, or even though I'm not really sure why. So.
What do you hope the business does in the next year?
I think keeping up this local shows, lots of stuff in the cities, and potentially doing more stuff like this in Pine Island. Just kind of spread out like that and keep the community involved. I think that's the biggest thing. So we'll have to do some restocking and stuff, but that's just part of the deal. So just kind of keep doing what we're doing. The piece that I like the most is probably so right now we're in the process of completing the Futuron monorail. And there's this really special bracket in there it's just a really weird piece, and I've found it very useful for building in my own stuff, because I have a couple of them in my personal collection, and they're just really useful for adding structural support to a lot of small-scale builds. So that's probably the thing that probably the single piece that I'm most, that I enjoy the most. I think it's really great that we're doing this kind of a partnership thing. We've done a couple similar kind of shows at stuff in the cities, but I think it's great that it's just a win-win. It's kind of doing the same show design of kind of local stuff. I think it's a really great way to keep the whole LEGO community involved, and just keep everything together. And I mean, just thanks to all of our customers and especially Yo-Yo Yummy for letting us do this. It's a great thing and a great opportunity for both of us, I think. So, thank you.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you.